So today's project for the 928 is going to be something a little simpler. The washers for the windshield and headlights don't strictly work that well right now. It's currently pollen season here, so if you go anywhere, you get covered in pollen, and it's kind of nice to be able to rinse it off your windows. But the first problem here is, let's see, if we pour some water, and this is just water, into the washer fluid bottle. So there, we've poured our gallon in, haven't overflowed it, and here is issue number 1. So, it's leaking from somewhere down there. Let's see. Key. Yeah, we're not no water. Now, whenever I did the engine mounts and was under there, I remember noticing one of the hoses that looked like it was off. And I thought, okay, I'll do that before I put everything back together when I was under there and could get to it. But I forgot. So I think somewhere off there, down there, might just be a hose that's disconnected, and maybe if we're lucky we can just reconnect it and things will work. Alright, so I think we have spotted the culprit. There on what appears to be the washer fluid pump. Not sure, yeah, there we go. There's that little hose disconnected. And it looks like it had water coming out of it. So I'm hoping maybe if we slide that back on, hopefully we might be in business again. Let's go ahead and pour some water in and see if we leak. Actually, let's set this down here and see what happens. Well, the washer fluid bottle made sounds like it filled up, and I don't see water dripping out. See, looking down there, don't see water. So let's take a peek underneath. Well, looking up here, I don't see any more water running down. So I guess now we can go see if the motor's any good. If all goes well, I'll get sprayed in the face. Nothing so far. I'm thinking maybe we have a bad pump. Alright, so we went and removed the washer fluid pump from the parts car. Unfortunately, it seems like it's a bit stuck too. So if I take the jumper pack here, if I take the jumper pack and hook it up to plus and minus on here, look, it's already coming apart. Thought we were going to have to fight to separate it. It looks like that already separated the motor. So the question is, what part of this is stuck? So while we have it here, let's see if we hook up power and ground to the motor, will it spin? Okay, so the motor works. So it's our pump that's actually... Let's get those hoses off. If we hold that in there, if it separates. Yes. Yes, it does. There we go. And this is actually a pretty interesting looking little pump. it doesn't have a normal impeller like I was expecting. It's, honestly, it's set up like a Roots type supercharger almost. It's, guess you call it a, I don't think it's a positive displacement, but anyway, it actually has gears that turn and force the water through it. So that's kind of unusual, but it seems like we should be able to lubricate this somehow and get it to work again. So get that set back on here. So that's all good. Okay. That seal was in here to begin with. Make sure we cover the whole side of the brass plate. And we'll sandwich it back together. Okay, and now we put the pump on top. And then the little screws go down through there, or bolts. Okay. And hopefully we have one reconditioned washer fluid pump now. Water in it. There, put some WD-40 in it. Yep, I'd say it's working. Well, after a lot of hassle and cussing, the pump is up there. So now we get to go try it. Well, we have water on one side. Alright, so we did manage to get some air to blow through the nozzle on the driver's side, but I think that's what the problem was. It really didn't want to let anything through. It took quite a bit of air pressure to get it to even let the air compressor blow through it, so hopefully now it'll work. Hey, it works. Okay, back. So half of each side works now. I don't know what the heck we managed to do to get that to happen. We'll call that good for the moment. It's starting to get late. It took me all day to fix some windshield washers, but we're one step closer to this car being all working. Right now, yeah, that seal needs gone over. Sunroof needs taken apart and probably cleaned up some so that its motor works a little better. This passenger seat, the recline only goes back and won't go up, so yeah, don't want to rewind that back anymore, so probably need to fix that. And the cruise control doesn't work. And that actually about sums... Oh, and one of these mirrors the heater doesn't work on, but that actually about sums up everything that doesn't work in the car right now, which I'm pretty happy with, given that it is 33 years old. So, but, you know, now that it's running pretty well, I think we're getting into working on, smaller, nice things on it. And one of the other things, hopefully, we're gonna do this spring is try and paint the car. And I think I'm going to try and do it myself. Got a paint gun. This car, it's never going to be 100% perfect. It's a project for me, something that I can spend time on working on. I've never really done any painting before, so I think it's a good time to try and learn a little bit of painting. So I'm going to, at some point in the near future, get some paint and sand it down and everything so there's a good surface to lay some paint on. And I'm going to build a paint booth and get the car painted. I will probably use the bumper from one of the other cars, or from the parts car, because it's in a little bit nicer shape. This one's warped a little bit, especially right here. I might also get the fender from the parts car, because this one's bent a little bit and it's got a little kink there. But that hopefully is something that'll be coming up. Still waiting on the dashboard covering to come in that I ordered, so when I get that, can hopefully get that looking nice. The headliner is a bit rough because of the sunroof leaked, which is annoying because other than that, the whole headliner is in good shape, just that corner that's trashed. And then the part for the sunroof is trashed. But otherwise, the car is coming together pretty good.